All right. Welcome to ShopCast episode 11. I'm here with Chase, Ryan, and let's fucking start it off. All right. So, like normal, today I'm gonna be shooting Angel's Envy, which is a super fucking sweet bottle. It's got like this. I don't know if you can see it better like that. It's got a better. It's got like etched angel wings into it, and it's fucking sweet, man. So let's fucking do this. I know I've had this before, and I know you're not supposed to shoot it, but I ain't got fucking time for that. So let's fucking knock this out. All right.
It's the most satisfying sound.
Yeah, right? Cork coming out. All right. We got some pretty big news that we just figured out right before we started recording this. At the end of the podcast, we'll let you know. All right. So, here we go. Angel's Envy. Fucking start it up. Definitely not something to shoot. Holy shit. It's pretty good though. It's smooth.
Smooth?
It's just like hits in the chest like woo. That's good, man. That's fucking good. All right. So, Chase has some big news that he wants to share with everybody on this Sunday, this glorious Sunday afternoon.
Yep. As of yesterday, I went to tryouts, and once I pay my dues, I will be a cornerback for the Virginia Beach Rhinos.
Woo! Virginia Beach Rhinos!
Yeah.
I got a fucking new team to cheer for.
If you don't know, it's a semi-pro football team. And before you start thinking oh, semi-pro, he must be super good.
He's super good, don't worry about it.
Semi-pro in football is not like semi-pro in baseball or hockey or basketball. It's not like super organized. It's basically just a bunch of guys who played in high school or college, and they don't want to stop playing football, but they have to live on they got to get normal jobs and shit like that.
Fuck it, man. He's underplaying the shit out of it. Okay, so
I also don't get paid for it.
Sure, you might not get paid for it, but it's super fucking cool because I don't know anybody who fucking plays on any big sports teams. And sure, you might not think semi-pro is anything big, but fuck you, because you're not fucking doing it. So I think it's fucking great.
There are some really good players on the team.
Yeah,
though.
Fuck it, dude. I think it's cool as fuck. If they had JUCO League out here, I would be like, yeah, go for that, dude. Just get one class a fucking semester so you can apply for your JUCO League, whatever.
Yeah.
I would, bro. It's fucking cool as shit. You shouldn't underplay it. In the slightest, you shouldn't underplay it. You are doing something that nobody else is doing that I know of.
I'm not meaning to underplay it. I don't want people to think, oh, he's making money off this. I'm not.
Right. You're technically not making money. I get that. But still, fuck, bro. I'm all about football.
Yeah.
And again, now I got a local team to cheer for. It's fucking awesome, dude. And I'll be checking out those game schedules. I'm not gonna be making all of them because they're probably road games or whatever. But
yeah,
I'm not driving up to Hampton. Fuck that.
I think they said the furthest one we have scheduled is 3 hours away.
Yeah,
right now.
Definitely fuck that.
Yeah.
Unless it's on a Friday or a Saturday where I can spend the weekend up there. But other than that, no.
And he said the farthest they've ever traveled was in West Virginia, and that's 6 hours away. Yeah. I really hope I don't have to go that far, but I will.
If you got the time, fuck it, dude. Do it. Do it. Ah, dude, that's fucking cool as shit. What position are you playing again?
Cornerback. Yeah.
There you go, man. You're fucking tall, too, so you'd be a tall cornerback. And, pick six. Dude, you can still score touchdowns. Pick six. Dude, I think it's fucking fantastic, man. I think that's cool as shit. I think it's cool as shit.
Yeah. I tried out for wide receiver, and and a defensive back. But during wide receiver, I texted this to you earlier. During the wide receiver tryouts, I was super dehydrated and like shit was like fading in and out. So,
yeah, that tunnel vision.
It was like edges were getting blurry. It was dropping balls, and I had to go up to the coach and be like, "Hey, man, this is kind of hard to admit during tryouts, but I might pass out." And he was like, "Okay, go sit in the shade, drink some water." And immediately, as soon as I got over there, took a sip of water and threw up.
Hey, fucking man, that means you're giving it your all, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
It's 4 years. 4 years since I've
yeah,
done
but so
any sort of football work.
so this will get you into a conditioning state of like, hey, I'm playing football again, and then you can go and fucking like do better next year. Because I'm assuming because you'll be a veteran at that point to the team that they'll just kind of be like, oh yeah, as long as you can like run through a little bit of tryouts, you're gonna be fucking fine.
Hopefully.
And we'll have you on.
I do kind of want to retest all of the tryout drills that they had me do this year.
Yeah, man.
Make sure I'm getting better.
Fuck it.
And get a better 40 time.
There you go. I mean, 4.640. I don't think I can run that, dude. To be honest,
Yeah.
I would probably venture to guess I can't. I'd probably say like I'm a 5, if not a 5.5 40.
Yeah.
Like I'm not super fast at all. It's not my forte. Not my forte.
My only forte, really.
Hey man, you can catch a ball, dude, and you're tall, and I mean that works. That fucking works, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, if I were to do it, I'd probably end up being like a linebacker, to be honest. Like I'd have to. I've got the weight.
D-end.
No, I'm too small, dude. Those
Too
guys.
small for DN?
Those DNs are probably like 300 pounds plus. Like they're probably big fucking dudes.
I mean,
6'3".
Yeah. Let's say there was a guy there that was he was a tight end D-end, but they were running him more as a tight end, and he was a tall dude. He was like 6'2", 6'3", pretty big. I'd venture to say he's like 210, maybe 200.
I don't know, but
He's
I mean,
fast.
most
quick.
tight ends are big. Like you look at Jason Witten, Jimmy Graham, Zach Ertz, Kyle Rudolph. You look at any of these guys, and they're usually like 6'2", 6'3", like 250. Because they're big guys. They're not supposed to be there to technically run a deep route and
they're
catch
running
a
that short route.
They're running the short routes or they're blocking, right? Because you need to be big enough to block, and you're like the little dump route that if the quarterback gets in trouble, like hey, boom, kind of like the running backs. Like it's just a dump route. It's like hey, So I mean, it's cool as shit, man. It's cool as shit.
They used to have a hoss of a running back, but I don't think he's returning this year.
No, would he get drafted to a better team?
I don't know. He might have just said, fuck it, and hung up his cleats.
Nah, that's fucking lame.
Yeah.
That's fucking lame. But
A lot of the guys were surprised to see how young I was.
really,
Yeah.
what are they?
It's
A bunch of old dudes?
They don't look it. But a lot of them are like out of college, like a few years out of college.
So like 25, 26, something
Yeah.
like that. That's cool though, man. That is fucking sweet.
Yeah. And it already makes me feel like a little brother because they were immediately like teaching me up, like the players were.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, like even the wide receivers, they're like, hey man, if I'm doing this, most corners that I see, in order to fuck that up, they just like hook their arm and start whacking my arm, like frogging.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like, don't make it super obvious, but
Dude, I'm telling you
do
right
that
now,
shit.
like, are you still coming with us, Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's a
pay
plan.
attention to the DBs in professional and see what they do. Like, you might not
They
get
don't show them a whole lot though. I noticed
they
that.
don't show a lot of them, right? But you'll see like how they run with them, and unless I'm thinking, well, you're not a DB, you're a cornerback, so you'll be with a wide receiver, like you'll be like man to man. Now, if you get some fucking weight on you, and you still got the agility, and you can like stuff them right there at the 5, like before the 5, and it'll slow them right down, and then it'll like offset their fucking like, okay, my route's got to be a little delayed now because like this big ass dude here just fucking
gives the D line more time to make a sack.
exactly that, and it throws off the quarterback wide receiver rhythm. Like you'll be all right, bro. You'll be fucking good, man. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what it's like. So.
Can't wait to play.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We still got to figure out when your first game is, though.
Yeah, it's not going to be for a while.
Because they said in the spring, right?
Like spring, like March, I think.
Yeah,
March
man, that's
sometime.
still fucking cool. And then you just do practices up until then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Practices and hitting that weight room.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. If you want to put on mass, I can help you do that. I can't really help you do the speed or agility. Because I'm not good at that. But I can help you put on some weight. And it's not hard. It's just you got to work out differently. Like, you can't... Yeah, you just got to work out
differently.
differently.
I got to eat.
You got to eat, man. Like, I promise you. Like, you should be getting to work early so you can eat breakfast and lunch. And then go home and eat, like, something right when you get home. And then eat dinner later on. Like, that's what you should be doing. Yeah. You should be eating 4 to 5 meals a day.
That's the goal. It's going to be tough. I'm going to feel lethargic. Lethargic as fuck.
But if you keep working out, you're going to want to eat.
That's true.
If you work out enough, you're going to want to eat.
I was starving after practice yesterday.
I bet. I fucking bet. And you said your wife came in yesterday night?
No, she came in while I was at practice. We had one of our friends.
Gotcha. Okay, I was going to say, I was like...
I had to break it down for her. Tell her football was more important than her and my child.
Okay.
Yeah.
But listen, I got a new family now. It's called this football team. You're second. You're second to that. Oh, man, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm excited. Mm-hmm. You'll see me and Sarah here.
I'm excited for that.
We fucking chilling.
You have honestly flipped my whole life around, making it all about football with introducing me to NFL, because that's what sparked this. Me watching those guys, and I'm like, obviously I can't, but my thoughts were like, I could have fucking intercepted that ball. I could have gotten that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. And then fucking now that you're playing football, you're going to be more interested in football. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, I can't wait until XFL comes out.
Well, I don't know much about it. I know that it was a failed thing back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so like early 90s, or not early 90s, like in the 90s, McMahon, what's his first name?
Vince
McMahon tried to come out with this new football reimagined. And it was basically, they took the NFL, right? Everybody who couldn't make it there, and WWE, and they just combined them. And he actually started off by selling $1 million worth of WWE stock in order to fund this. And
what you gotta do, man.
I mean, the promotions worked. Like, the first game, I think somebody said 4 million people tuned in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then from there, ratings went down as people saw what it really was.
Like, oh, this is trash.
And yeah. But they're coming back out with it. McMahon has said, like, there's no gimmicks. WWE is not a part of it in any way. It's completely separate. But, like, there's a few differences between the XFL and the NFL. And one of the biggest differences that I saw is, like, for the extra point, there's no more field goals.
Yeah, I like that kind
of. And there's a point system. So at the 2.5 yard line, that's 1 point. At the 5 yard line, that's 2 extra points, and then at the 10 yard line, that's 3 extra points.
So in theory, you could be like getting 9 points every score.
9 points every score. There are still going to be field goals for, like, if you're close enough, it's 4th down, you can kick a field goal, and that's still 3 points.
3 points, gotcha. Okay, so there's no PAT. There's no point after touchdown.
Gotcha. Well, I mean,
that's what it is. Point after touchdown is the PAT
kick.
Okay,
the one.
Yeah. Or you go for 2, which is a 2-point conversion. So
yeah. That's the biggest confirmed difference. There was another one, another difference back in the day in the 90s. Instead of a coin toss, they would have a fumble race, and they would get 2 guys from each team, and they would toss a football, and whoever recovered it first, they get to choose whether or not they want the ball or to kick off.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah. I don't know if that's coming back, but I thought that was pretty cool. It's a pretty good way to injure your player.
Yeah, right off the bat, dude. People are just going straight for the heads. Be like, hey, this is
there could be a strategy in that you could send like second string guy out there.
Or you could say, hey, listen, this is what we hired you for. Like, you got a fucking head made of steel, and you're just going to go out there, and you're going to fuck these dudes up while this other guy comes out here and gets the ball. Like, that's funny as fuck, dude. Like, I just feel like that's a lot of concussion waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah. And they used to have, like, instead of their last name on the back of their jersey in the 90s, they would get their nickname.
Oh, God.
So, it'd be like, there was a really famous player called He Hate Me. And I have no idea where that nickname came from. It doesn't even make sense to me. But apparently he was a notorious XFL player. And I'm excited for it because it's more like a semi-pro league. That's what I'm kind of viewing it as.
But they still get paid, right?
But they get paid, yeah. So, like how minor league baseball players, they get paid. Minor league hockey league players, they get paid. I'm just viewing it as like, if you still want to make football a career, but you not good enough to get into the NFL, you have a place to go in which you can solely focus on getting to the NFL.
Yeah, because it's fucking awesome.
They have it in like, the pay system in tiers. So tier 1 is usually the quarterback. That's like their best player. They're getting, I think the minimum is like $250,000 for a tier 1.
Oh, so you're not getting paid like anything.
And, I mean, $250,000. That's
to us.
Yeah,
peons,
that's a lot.
Right, but to Kirk Cousins, who got $86 million guaranteed for 3 years.
But like the maximum they can get is $600,000. That's still. That's still enough.
That's enough for me.
Yeah, that's enough to live off of, while also only focusing on football.
Yeah.
Whereas people in the AFL, I think that's it.
AFL, what's AFL?
AFA, arena football.
Oh, arena football league. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
People in arena football, I think the median is like 50,000, maybe.
Oh, so it's like a side job almost. You gotta go work at fucking Waffle House or some shit.
Most arena football players have a
fucking side
job. Yeah.
That sucks, man.
And that's time. Like in the off season, they can't focus on football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. When does the XFL start? Doesn't it start 2020?
February 2020. And that's the Battlehawks that I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big old Cox. Gotcha.
Big old Cox. Yeah. St. Louis Big Old Cox. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Right now there's 8 teams.
Only 8, huh?
There's only 8 teams.
Kind of like the CFL, because the CFL only doesn't have that many teams. They've got like 9 or something like that.
And I think I looked up the median for CFL too, and it's only like 50,000, 60,000.
Yeah, dude. Well, so that's the thing with CFL, right? A lot of people who don't make it here, Antonio Brown,
go to the CFL?
Terrell Owens,
did they
Johnny
both,
Manziel.
They both are in the CFL?
Well, Terrell Owens went. Ochocinco went to the CFL. Johnny Manziel went to the CFL.
For those you don't know, it's Canadian Football League.
Yeah. Antonio Brown's probably going to end up in the CFL or XFL. To be honest, I mean, like, if I were Antonio Brown and a big old piece of shit, I would probably end up going to the XFL if they'd take me. Mm-hmm. I mean, you'll make more money than the CFL.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
And definitely more in the Arena League.
So, yeah, So I didn't finish explaining. Tier 1, that's like your top player. Only one person gets that.
Really?
And then, yes. Tier 2 is like... I think the max is 250,000. So it's still not a lot for...
It's more than I make a year.
Yeah.
So I'd be fucking down.
Yeah. And then that's like 3 or 4 players. 3 or 4 of your best players. Okay, and then tier 3 is just everybody else.
But how much is that?
The minimum is 50,000. The minimum.
Okay, so 50 grand still not... ideal.
No.
Like, you're not going to raise a family really on 50 grand.
But the max is 100,000 for a tier 3
Six figures, not bad.
Yeah.
If that's all you got to do and you play what?
You play
maybe
like
15 games a year?
Yeah, and you play like maybe... I mean, there's only 8 teams, so it's like 3 months out of the year.
I mean, but they can play it multiple times.
3 or 4. I guess 4 months. How long is the NFL season? That's like 6 months, right?
NFL, well, Super Bowl's in February, so and they started in September. They're already on week fucking 6, bro.
Yeah,
we're already on week 6. Where's the fucking time gone, dude? Like the fucking, I remember just starting like NFL season, and now it's all of a sudden we're on week fucking 6. Like shit.
Steelers are already down 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, dude, fuck. Mason Rudolph got fucked up.
Rocks. Yeah.
I watched it in slow motion so many times. Dude just fucking... Like, there was no, like, beracing yourself. There was nothing. It was just I'm out. I'm done.
But he got that pass off.
He did. I mean,
most people are considering that the best play of the game.
I don't disagree. Yeah. That's fucking great.
To the detriment of his brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one thing that I definitely worry about. And I even worry about it for, like, my possible future kids. Like, do I want my kids to be playing football? Like, it's a very... I've heard of NFL legends. Like, people who are on the Hall of Fame league. Like, that they're saying, if I had kids, I would never let them play. Like, that's their lifeline, their lifeblood is NFL, and they're telling me that I wouldn't even let my kids play. Like, it's that dangerous. It's like, fuck, man. I don't know.
I mean,
I can't tell you what to do as an 18-year-old adult. If you want to go to college and play football, sure, but I don't know if I'd let my kids play tackle football. Like, I really don't. I hope my kids get into lacrosse. Or wrestling, or
don't you hit in lacrosse too? I don't.
You do hit in lacrosse, but it's not as serious. Like it's more.
I've never played lacrosse.
Yeah, so lacrosse is more of a like you're gonna get hit with a stick more than anything, or hit with a ball. Like trust me, when I played lacrosse for like 8 years, I played when I was a kid. I always got penalties because I rocked the shit out of people. Like, I was like one of the bigger guys, and I wasn't even that big back then, which is fucking nuts. But I always got penalties because they were like, oh, you hit him too hard, helmet's a helmet, like, you gotta sit in a penalty. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
is it like hockey where you sit out for 2 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lacrosse is basically land hockey.
Oh, okay. That's
like,
dope.
Literally land hockey. But it's fucking...
But that's another sport. Like,
I'd love my kids to play
I went
hockey.
to my first hockey game with Ryan here.
Fucking Norfolk Admirals.
Friday?
I know we lost, but it's okay.
It was a great game.
It was so fucking good, man.
Yeah. But yeah, those guys, like that fight that broke out, they definitely could get a concussion from that.
Oh, yeah. Well, fuck that. Florida Everblades can suck a fucking dick, bro.
Yeah. They were picking fights left and right.
We should have won that fucking game. There were so many penalties not called that was bullshit. We should have won that fucking game, to be 100% honest. We looked real solid in the first period, and then all of a sudden, we just looked like straight shit second period.
Couldn't
and then third
score
period,
on a 3-man team.
3 period came up, man, and we were rocking it. Fucking, it was awesome, dude. Like, I wish I'm going to go to more games. I've got the schedule on my refrigerator. So.
Yeah, your magnet.
Yeah, I got my magnet.
You got free magnets with the schedule.
Yep, got my schedule. One of these years, I don't tell my wife, but I want to buy season tickets. Like, I really do. Like, I want to buy them.
I'd wait until they improve a bit.
It's not even that. I don't care. Like, it's like every sports team. Like, I'm there. I'm there for you regardless of what record you have. I want to fucking watch. I want to support. So,
like, I get it, but I want to watch, like, a good game. I don't want to see a shutout.
Oh, no.
Unless you guys are the ones shutting them out.
Right. Well, that's the thing, too. Like, that's how the Admirals used to be. I've been a fan of the Admirals for 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. And we used to be really bad. We used to be really, really bad. And even they said last year we finished at 6th. And I didn't go to a single game last year. And that was just working schedules, and it just didn't work out. But this year they're under new management. So they're fucking they're locally owned by some like they're locally owned by a previous former admiral teammate and some other guys.
Was it one of the guys that wrecked the
Dude,
entry?
the intro, by the way, if any fucking
that was awful.
Admirals player or Admirals anything, if you know anybody about that, why don't ever fucking do that intro again.
Yeah.
That man your battle stations nonsense. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, like as a active duty Navy member, I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't want to hear that shit. And most of your fans are either veterans or current military members. Don't fucking do it. Nobody fucking cares to hear that shit. Nobody really gives a shit to hear that. So
I mean, I thought it was funny just because they messed it up.
They did mess it up.
They were completely out of sync. Yeah, it was awful. But I had a really great time.
Let me shut that off.
I also got to ride in Ryan's Tesla, watch all the other fossil burner peasants pass. We didn't get a special spot.
We didn't this time. But you know who I did get a special spot for? Was when we went to that Norfolk Mac and Cheese Festival over at Waterside District.
Oh shit, that passed, didn't it?
That was yesterday.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so we didn't go per se. Like we tried to go and we were like in like 45 minutes, 50 minutes like after the fact, right?
Yeah.
The line was fucking backed up like 3 blocks. I'm not fucking waiting in a line, dude.
Yeah.
To go to a Mac and Cheese Festival. It's really not that big of a deal. Like
it's not that big of a deal to you. To my wife, on the other hand, she loves
I wanted to fucking go. I really did. But I'm not waiting in a fucking line for an hour just to get there to eat mac and cheese. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. It's not. They had like Busch Gardens, Walt Disney World lines. Like,
oh, shit.
They had like that type of lines just to get in. And it was dumb. And it was really fucking dumb.
Did they sell fast passes?
Yeah, if you wanted to buy a VIP ticket where you all right, so here you go. Ticket tiers, right? So you had your general admission, basic, $15, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fair. It's not that bad. And you get like one tasting, or like I think it's like 1 or 3 tastings of mac and cheese, and you get 1 drink voucher, non-alcoholic or alcoholic. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm down.
You need to get more tastings than that, man.
Well, you got to pay as you go.
Oh, okay.
Like, you got to pay as you go. So, and then you got the platinum one, which I don't really know what that was, but then the VIP one, which was $55. $55. And you had unlimited tastings between 12 and 2. Only between 12 and 2. And you got...
I was throwing up at 12.
And you got fucking... Yeah, well, I mean, that's why you weren't there, right?
Yeah.
But, and then they got, like, the fast pass lane. Like, oh, you can get in early. That's fine and dandy, but I'm not paying $55. I could have paid... for 3 admissions for me and my wife and my... Yeah, per person. Me and my wife and my mother-in-law could have gone for less than 1 VIP ticket if I wanted to wait in line for an hour. But I'm not going to fucking wait in line for an hour. I'm sorry. Like, it's mac and fucking cheese. Like, I can make it at home, like, to be honest. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So, I want to do more festivals, and I want to keep doing this stuff. But I think I need to either get there earlier or buy expensive tickets. 1 or 2.
Yeah, we'll get there earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, $15 a person. And I'm sure Theo wouldn't have even been fucking charged because he's a child.
Yeah.
So.
But, again, my wife flew in at 1:30, and I was at the football thing until 3 o'clock, so...
Well, that's why you didn't even go till 3. Almost 3. It's like 2:50, 2:45.
Are you trying to get through?
No, just he'll be fine. He's just being annoying.
Obtuse.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. It was... But I got a special spot, right? Because it's EV parking only, right? Mm-hmm. And I got to charge my car for free for the whole time there.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So instead of going, we went to go around, dude. Fuck.
Also, imagine how much Fecal matter is on that mac and cheese. Because I imagine they made it in the kitchen.
Yeah. So he's bringing up a point where I read this CNN article where they say that it's just an FYI that when you flush a toilet, your fecal matter can spray up to 6 feet.
Yeah.
Up to 6 feet as you flush that toilet.
So make sure there's a tape measure.
So they say to fucking close the lid. If you close the lid, it's fine, right? Because it just sprays up. Yeah, it just sprays up into the lid. But that's also disgusting, if you ask me.
Clean your lid often.
Yeah. So 6 feet, 6 fucking feet. That's on your toothbrushes. That's on your hand towels. That's on your regular towels. That's everything within 6 foot diameter. Like that's getting sprayed possibly with fecal matter. And then they're saying that that's not even the dirtiest part of your home, right? A kitchen. The kitchen is your dirtiest. The kitchen sink specifically is the dirtiest part of your home. There is fecal matter, salmonella, E. coli, like just general germs, right? That are all fucking in there because a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm going to thaw this chicken or this meat in the sink, and then it just sits there. And then you're like, oh, well, I'll just rinse it all down. It's fine. That doesn't kill the bacteria. Yeah. Like, you need to use bleach to kill that bacteria. But I don't really care for the fucking smell of bleach, so it's not something I do often. And also, just a PSA for everybody, according to the FDA, there is an allowable fecal percentage in your meat and vegetables. They are allowing a certain amount of percent of fecal matter in your food. Is that percentage
high?
I don't know what that percentage is. I don't want to tell you what percentage that might be, but it's enough. There's some. Who's
shitting on our food?
That's what I'm saying. There's enough to where it's measurable.
I get vegetables and stuff like that because you don't want to wash your vegetables and bleach. Right. And they come from the ground, and a lot of people use like manure as fertilizer.
I got it, but still, like there's a certain measurable amount of shit, like in your food that you're eating, regardless.
How is shit getting on my meat?
Well, I'm sure it's probably the cows that they kill. Then, right, like they're in an area where there's lots of cows while you're butchering it up.
Oh. Maybe go somewhere there isn't a whole lot of cows.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, fuck.
That's a lot of money that you got to fucking
get a sterilized,
a sterilized area, and it is what it is, man. Yeah. But
what made you look up this stuff?
So my phone, I've got news updates according to Apple, and so it'll.
And they heard you talking about fecal matter, and they were like, "Hey,
fecal
matter.
Feces.
I apologize. I
apology. You haven't even been drinking. You can't even speak, right?
It's because I joined a football team. The brain damage.
The CTE is already happening.
It's already kicking in. Yeah.
But it just popped up and it's like, hey, you want to know the dirtiest part of your house is? I was like, I sure do. Yeah. I sure fucking do want to know. But so I just looked it up. I was like, oh, fun fact. Like, there's a bunch of fucking shit everywhere in your house. And they say that if you live alone, it doesn't matter because it's your own.
Oh.
It doesn't matter because it's your own because it's your body and your body accepts germs from itself. Like, it's fine. But who the fuck lives alone? Like, unless you're a fucking hermit who never lives anywhere. Like,
I mean, there are probably people out there that live alone.
Not that alone. You need to tell me nobody comes to the house? Nobody uses the toilet?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that... Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have to literally be like, I have no visitors. I thought
you were talking about, like, no roommates and stuff like that.
No. I'm talking about, like, you'd have to live, like, alone. Like, nobody comes visit you. Ever. Which is doubtful.
Well, maybe that's because you're shitting all over your apartment.
It could be. But, like me and my wife... Like,
you're eating her shit?
Eating each other's shit. That's how it is. Oh, that's funny. Every time you change your son's diaper, eating his shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's something you got to get used to as a parent. You're gonna get shit on.
But do you have to eat it though? Come on,
it's tasty. It's sweeter.
It's like a baby food kind of thing. It's just like a mush, Little consistency, like applesauce. Oh, man. What time is it? All right, it's 12. We're going to have to leave
12?
here.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, we're going to cut this motherfucker short. What is it, 35 minutes? All right,
Yeah.
we're going to cut this motherfucker short.
It's been a great podcast.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. So, I know we said a while back that we're changing our name. And
we were thinking of names, but we lied. We were not really thinking of names very hard.
it wasn't. I got a lot of shit going on in life. I'm not always thinking of this shit.
But we thought real hard about it, like 10 seconds before the show.
Yeah, it was a real brain buster.
Yeah, and we think we have a name.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
7 Cities Entertainment. We gotta like make sure it's not trademarked or anything.
Which it probably isn't.
Yeah, it probably isn't. There was a Facebook page made like
2010?
Yeah, in 2010, 9 years ago, but it has 2 likes and 0 posts, and like there's nothing up about it. So, and we didn't find anything else when we Googled it.
Then they can honestly suck a dick. We're taking that fucking name.
They can suck a dick if they so please. It's allowed these days.
We're taking that fucking name, dude.
But yeah, so
be aware. We are changing our name to 7 Cities Entertainment. Okay, we are getting a Instagram, a Snapchat.
We're gonna change the email.
Possible Twitter and possible Facebook. And we are also changing our email. Now, when this is official, we'll put it up. We'll probably make a new we'll do like a little 10-minute thing. Just to say, hey, this is all the information. This is where you can find it, everything like that. And word of mouth is the best way to go about it anyways, since most of you guys heard it from us specifically on this podcast. So we'll probably tell you individually, like, hey, this is where you need to go now. So start subscribing to 7 Cities Entertainment. And
which, I mean, it should be the same YouTube page, right?
No, it'll be a different YouTube page.
Oh,
no,
shit, okay.
Whole different thing. Everything's different. I am basically wanting to cut ties with this. And we will have better content. We'll have more content. We will have fucking better guests, more guests. Not saying, Warren, you're a bad guest. All right, shout out. You're the first and only guest. You're my boy. And we'll have you back on in our new 7 Cities Entertainment. But we are changing it, and we are adjusting what we're doing. So I'm excited, and I'm ready to go. So, anything else you want to put out before we get out of here, man?
Go Rhinos.
Go fucking Rhinos. All right, we will see y'all next time, and we'll let everybody know what our new fucking podcast name is. By the way, go Vikings, fuck the Eagles, I'm telling you, and we're gonna win. And love you guys. Talk to you later.